Welcome to Las Colinas Golf and Country Club. My name is Chris Ryan. It's Friday. That means we're answering your questions, and today we are covering the takeaway. So thank you for joining me once again here at Las Colinas Golf and Country Club. This is your Friday where you can get involved, have your say and help me out with the topic. Today we are answering a question from Sammy Cochin. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. And this one came in via Instagram just before I came out here to Spain. I posted an Instagram post asking if anybody suggested some ideas on what we could film some videos on. He made a comment and we're going to answer his question today. So his question was, how should we start the golf swing and what should move first? Fantastic question. Again, I'm trying to answer questions which I think are going to appeal to many, many golfers out there. Lots of golfers that I see do ask questions about the takeaway and also do struggle with the takeaway. So before we get started, if you would like to have your question, your topic answered, you can get in touch with me by using the comments box down below. Let me know what your question is or your topic you'd like me to discuss, and I will be selecting a few for these future videos. So the takeaway, how important is the takeaway? Well, we have to change impact if we want to change the ball flight. We probably do want to change the ball flight. That's probably the reason why you're watching this video. You're looking to hit the ball better. So we have to change impact. So using or moving the club away slightly differently in the takeaway isn't necessarily going to affect impact directly. But many of the faults that we see in a golf swing stem from a poor move away because we maybe get our sequence out, we get things out of sync. The club face maybe changes. So improving the takeaway can have knock-on effects and it can ultimately improve the impact and the resulting ball flight. So as far as the takeaway is concerned, and more just for this video, we're talking about from start to this first parallel position. So when the club reaches level with the ground. Now, that club may be only moving, let's say 4.5 feet. But let's first of all just discuss what is actually moving. My shoulders have rotated by some amount. My hips have rotated also by some amount. My knees have begun to change flex again by some amount. When we look from the face on view, I've begun to fold my arms and I've begun to add some wrist set. Not a huge amount, I'd agree there, but we've started to make that move. So within this first maybe 4-5 feet of the golf swing, there's a lot of things happening. We were maybe, you know, I've seen golf instruction over the years and we're told about this one-piece takeaway where we should feel the hands are passive and we should use the shoulders. And the reality is we don't tend to see that. We don't see this kind of move away where the knees don't move, the hips don't move, the wrists don't move. The only thing moving is the shoulders. We tend to see the whole body moving away in one piece. So in answer to the question, what moves first? Unfortunately, there's a lot of things moving right from the get-go. So as soon as that club head moves, my shoulders are moving, my hips are moving, my knees are moving, my wrists are starting to set, my arms are starting to fold. There's a lot of things going on. There is no, for me, one thing that moves first. What we would tend to find is that when I reach this position here, I might have turned my shoulders, let's say by 40 degrees. I have probably turned my hips by, let's say, 20 degrees, and my knees might have started to change flex by maybe 10 or 15 degrees. So even though in terms of the body everything's moving in one piece, or they're all moving together, the rate at which they're rotating is different. My shoulders are rotating at a higher speed than my hips and my knees. When I'm back in the UK in my coaching studio, I have K-Vest. K-Vest is a 3D system which allows me to look at how a golfer is moving the body through the golf swing, and we see this, those things, those body parts move together but at different rates. As you are doing that, as I said, we're not looking to keep these arms and these wrists very, very passive. What we tend to find for the golfer who does do that, we tend to find the upper body tipping towards the target and we don't tend to fold the arms correctly. So as we're starting to use our body, we want to feel like there's a little bit of fold in that trail arm, a little bit of rotation of the forearms and a little bit of set of the wrists. So the idea for me would be to think about them in two different areas. We've got what the body's doing and we've got what the arms are doing, and we can almost kind of work those individually and then put the two together. So the first thing I would get this golfer to do is actually just take the setup in posture and just rehearse moving away and allowing the hips and the knees to change flex as we do this. We can then start to add the golf club and we can start to find that nice blend of a little bit of arm fold, a little bit of forearm rotation and a little bit of wrist set, which is going to set that club nicely into position. So by asking this question, I have a suspicion that that Sammy is probably questioning his takeaway. He's maybe not sure about the sequence of things or what should move first. So hopefully that video does clear a few things up. It's unfortunately not an easy answer, because it would be great if we could just say it's the shoulders, or it's the hips, or it's the club, but unfortunately it's not. Things tend to move right from the get-go, all in one go, but the thing to appreciate would be the rate of rotations are different, and the amount that they rotate is different as well. Hopefully that clears a few things up for yourself and anybody else who's watching who is maybe unsure about the takeaway. This is the 12th hole here at Las Colinas. I'm sure you'll agree, absolutely stunning hole. I've got about 160 into the green, so I'm going to go ahead and take an 8-iron. And I'm going to try and hit this into the middle of the green and just work it back to that flag that's on the right. So I'm just going to rehearse that takeaway. There's my moving parts all together, and go ahead and hit it. And that's right into the middle of the green. Didn't quite cut back as I would have hoped, but it's into the middle of the green. The swing felt great, and hopefully you can see those different moving parts and how they work together to give myself that takeaway. Hopefully that video was helpful. Thank you very much to Las Colinas Golf and Country Club for hosting me for a few days. Course is absolutely fantastic. I unfortunately have not been able to play on the course, but being out here, using the different holes to film some content, I've spent time on the course. It's absolutely fantastic. Some great holes. If you ever get a chance to get out here and play, I would highly recommend it. Thank you too for watching. Usual stuff is down below. There's a comments box, there's a like button, and over there is a button which will allow you to become a free subscriber, and it just means you won't miss any of the content, and hopefully these videos will help you play some better golf, enjoy your golf, and maybe even beat your mates. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.